summer. I wish we hadn't moved here so late in the year. I get to spend the next 2 months babysitting my brother. Ugh.
Goodness, it's been the longest year.
Hey, Donnie.
Hey, Donnie.
Hey, what's up?
You going to the lake tonight?
Maybe. I got some shit to do.
So how'd you do in that?
There's Donnie. Oh, he's so dreamy. If only he knew I existed.
So, man, Rob, I got this new ride, right? Cherry paint job, white walls.
Hey, you're new here, aren't you? Mandy, right?
Uh-huh.
You know, Donnie only goes for DIY girls. There's a party down by the lake later. You should totally come. I'll give you a makeover. What do you think?
Okay.
Let's go. For this week's project, we're granting the request of a crap ton of people on the forums and making some rockabilly fashion.
DIYer for life.
First up, a pin-up style bathing suit. For this project, I'm using a long sleeve polo shirt. I recommend a non-striped one because it's hard to match up the stripes. I speak from personal experience. Start by cutting off both sleeves and put them aside for later. Now, cut the shirt up both sides and at the shoulders to separate the front from the back. Cut around the collar and the buttons to leave as much usable fabric as you can. The back of the shirt is now the front of the bathing suit, and the front of the shirt is now the back of the bathing suit. Next, cut open both sleeves, even up one side of each sleeve, place them right sides together, pin and sew them together using a zigzag stitch. Then press that seam open. Now lay the front piece right side up and place the piece you just sewed wrong side down on top of it. Pin the pieces together and sew them together using a zigzag stitch and creating one longish piece of fabric. Press the seam you just sewed to one side. Next, pin some elastic to that seam, lightly stretching as you pin, and sew down both sides of the elastic. Determine how much room you want for your breast, and fold the front piece down, creating a new top edge. Press that edge. Then take out the back piece and place it on the back of your body form, marking with tailor's chalk where you want the sides of the back to start. Fold the piece in half and cut along that chalk line. Now fold and pin a hem along the top and sew with a zigzag stitch. Sew elastic along that hem the same way you did previously. Using a live model, hey Carlin, Mandy, place the front piece right side in against the model. Place the back piece right side in on the model, aligning each side's top edge with each other and pinning. Use the pinch and pin method all the way down both sides. Then mark along both sides of the pin line with tailor's chalk. Next, mark a line where you want the suit to end in the back, doing the same in the front, making sure they meet at the sides, and remove the pieces from the model. Fold the back piece in half and cut along the bottom mark, not the sides. Open it up and fold, pin, and sew a hem along both curves. Do the same for the front, making sure to only do it to the layer that'll be on the inside of the suit. Fold up the bottom of the outer layer till it's the same length as the top of the curves of the inner layer. Pin, sew, and cut off the excess. Pin all 3 layers of the suit together, right sides together, by lining up the chalk lines on both sides. Sew down both chalk lines using a zigzag stitch and cut off the excess. Sew the crotch area together, again using a zigzag stitch. Cut off any excess, but make sure you've taken the model's torso measurement into account. Now find the middle of the front and hand sew a running stitch starting about 3 inches down from the top. Gather it together and sew through that gather a couple times to make it really strong. Finally, cut 2 straps from your scraps and hand sew them in, only sewing through the inside layer starting at the side seam. And you have a super cute, vintage-inspired bathing suit.
I'm here to see Helen.
Best Job Ever is a weekly series profiling the coolest jobs in the tech space. Check it out at bestjobsever.net.
Are you listening?
Maybe you'll find your best job ever.
This is you. This is your style.
Show off my t-shirt.
This is Threadbanger.
everyone, welcome back. So to create this little number, we're using an old white sheet. I started out by dyeing the sheet a nice shade of blue. Once it's all rinsed and dried, fold the sheet in half and iron it, pressing the fold as you go. Then find the middle of the fold and make a mark. Now take out a tape measure and put a tack in the exact middle of the 0-inch end. Have a friend, or your table, hold the tack at the midpoint of the fabric, decide how long you want your skirt, and using that measurement and the tape as a guide, mark out a half circle on your fabric. Now take your waist measurement and add an inch. Divide that number by 3.14, or pi, then divide that number by 2. This will be the measurement you use to make the waist circle. Mark the waist circle in the same fashion as the big circle. Pin both layers together and cut out the big circle, leaving about an inch for seam allowance. Next, cut out the inner circle, leaving a ½ inch for seam allowance. Open up the circle and cut a back seam by cutting up the fold of one side of the circle. Take out some leftover sheet, fold it in half, and press the fold. Cut out a 2-inch wide band that is your waist measurement plus 1 inch long. Now pin the band to the waist of the skirt, right sides together, and sew. Insert a 9-inch zipper in the back opening using Kate's zipper tutorial. Then fold up the bottom edge ½ inch, press, sew, and cut off the excess. I added an anchor applique to the front. Check out our How to Applique episode for how to do it. And if you want to do an anchor, download the stencil from the Threadbanger blog. Put your outfit on, use some extra fabric to create a hair bow, and go rock your new look.
Oh my god, your outfit's amazing! Oh my god, it's so cute! It's so dreamy. It's wow.
I made it with the help of Razzle here.
Jeepers! Donnie is gonna flip when he sees you in it. So cute.
Hey Donnie, check out the new girl.
Some nice stuff over there.
Yeah.
Donnie, I think you should go talk to her.
Summer crafting, happening so fast.
Summer crafting, having a blast.
Stitched a shirt, great as can be.
Stitched a suit, hot and complete.
Winter jeans, ripped at the seams. Oh, 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 those crafted nice.
Oh well, oh well, oh well, oh. Tell me more, like how much did it cost?
Tell me more, did it take very long?
It turned later, that's where it starts.
And I said, we'll never part.
Then I made a DIY vow.
Wonder what I could be doing right now. Winter jeans,
Ripped at the seams.
but
Oh,
Those crafted nights. Yeah, so how'd you do in math class?
Forget that class. Mr. Johnson's a communist.
yeah. And I said, we'll never part.
Hey, what's up? What's that fancy piece of technology?
I don't know, I found it on a spaceship.